All right, so today we're diving into something a little different. We've got a visual description
Yeah.
instead of like an article or a study, and we're going to see what we can unpack from it.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, right. So picture this. A young woman just chilling in her room. It's like, cozy vibes. But we're not just going to stop at cozy. We're going to see what this tells us about modern life,
Hmm.
especially like how we interact with technology, all that.
Yeah, well, right off the bat, what strikes me is how carefully the scene is set. Like, they describe warm lighting, dark curtains. It's like creating this little cocoon. And that to me says it's not just about being comfortable, it's about like intentionally designing a space for well-being.
Totally. It's like a sanctuary, right? Like a place to escape. And they even mentioned she's wearing this cozy green sweater, which I thought was interesting. Like, it's not just about physical comfort, is it? There's something more there.
Exactly. So green, if you look into color psychology, it's often connected to peace and tranquility.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and there's actually this study from the Journal of Environmental Psychology, and they found that people actually perform better on cognitive tasks when they're surrounded by green. So it's not just like a feeling, it could actually be impacting her focus too.
Wow, that's super interesting. So we've got this woman, she's comfy, she's in this calming space,
Hmm.
and she's totally absorbed in her iPad. What do you think she's doing on it?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It could be any number of things. She could be learning something, reading a book, maybe even creating something. We've got all these amazing apps and tools now. But on the flip side, we can't ignore the fact that there's a ton of research out there about screen time and how too much of it, even if it's for leisure, can actually increase stress and anxiety.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I know I've been there, scrolling and scrolling, and then I just end up feeling worse. So it's like even in this relaxing environment, the tech itself can be, a bit of a double-edged sword. We're all trying to find that balance, right?
Absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
constant negotiation.
Speaking of tech, the description mentions that it's a silver Apple iPad, and she's wearing, over-ear headphones, but they don't specify the brand of the headphones, which I thought was interesting.
Right. Yeah, that's a subtle detail, but I think it's significant. It's almost as if, like, the headphones are more about personal expression. They're kind of an extension of her individual style. Whereas the iPad, it's just this ubiquitous tool, like it's almost expected in our lives these days.
Yeah, it's like we all have one. Or, some kind of tablet.
Right. Exactly. And I think tech companies, they're really good at this, at making their products seem both essential and customizable at the same time.
I see what you mean. It's like the iPad is the canvas,
Mhm.
and then we get to choose our own brushstrokes, right?